Hey guys, welcome back to Math Outside of Math Class. Today we're going to continue to talk about fractions, and we're actually going to talk about how fractions can be part of groups. And so let's take a look at our schedule for the day. First we have our learning targets, then we have key vocabulary. We're going to talk about fractions as a group. We're going to talk about, or we're going to see how not so smart Lukey is doing, and we're going to take a look at the joke of the day. So let's move over here to our learning target. We only have one for today, and that is, I can show parts of a group as a fraction. Okay, so we have two of the same vocabulary words again for today, and that is numerator. Numerator, I still want you to write these down again. It says the top number in a fraction that tells how many there are. So actually the top number, so if we have 1/2, the 1 would be the numerator, and it tells that we have one piece. Oops. So we have one piece. Okay. Then we have our denominator. Our denominator is the bottom number on a fraction that tells the total number of pieces. So this tells that this is the total. 2 would be the total, so there's 2 total pieces. So in 1/2 we have one piece out of 2 possible. So that is the denominator and the numerator. Hey guys, now we're going to take a look at some math manipulatives to see how we can make groups into fractions. Okay, so let's take a look down here first of all. So what we want to find out first is how many blocks we have total so we can find our denominator. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Because we have 12 total blocks, we would have a denominator of 12. So, remember our denominator goes on the bottom, and that is our total number. Okay, now we have to choose which one we want to talk about. Well, I'm going to choose the white first because there's less of them. So I'm going to say, all right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 whites. So 4 out of these 12 blocks are white. Okay, so 4 out of those are white. And the 4 actually tells us how many we have, so we want to put the 4 in the numerator spot. Well, what if we'd want to talk about the brown blocks? So I'd have to erase this, and I could say, all right, well, let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 brown blocks, so our numerator for that would be 8 over 12, or 8/12. So this would be brown. Okay, so if we're looking at fractions in groups, we first find the denominator, which is the total number, and then we find out what we're actually looking for. So if we want to split them this way, we'd say 4 out of 12. Let's move on to the next one here. Okay, we have some dominoes here. As you can see, we have 2 different colors. Okay, well, the first thing we need to find is the denominator. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this time we have a denominator of 10, a bottom number of 10. That is, again, our total. Okay. Now let's figure out first what we have for orange. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orange. So 7 orange, that would be our numerator. So we'd have 7 out of 10 of these dominoes are orange. What would it be for the black? Well, you guessed it, 3 out of 10. The denominator doesn't change because that is our total. That is our total. We have 10 blocks and that didn't change. The only thing that changed is what we were talking about. Okay, let's keep on going. Now we have, some more blocks. We have yellow and blue. Okay, let's first find our denominator. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, we have a denominator of 12. Okay. And let's see, let's choose blue this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 blue. So our denominator is 12, and our numerator is 6. So it's 6/12. Now a nice thing to also do is to say, well, what is this like? So 6 out of 12 of the blocks are blue, but we could also say that, well, half of the blocks are blue. Half of the blocks are blue. So actually, we'll learn about this a little bit later, but 6/12 is equal to 1/2. So half of the blocks are blue, and you guessed it, half of them are yellow. Okay, let's head on back to the other side. All right. Now we have one that is similar to what we did before. We're using red and white. Let's find the denominator. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oops. So we have 12 for denominator. Let's choose here for 4. Okay, one thing I wanted to show you was we already did this one, but I wanted to split this up like this, into groups like this. We could say that there are how many different groups? 1, 2, 3 groups. So we could also say that 1 out of 3 is red. Again, equaling 1 out of 3 equals, or 1/3 equals 4/12. Okay, let's take a look at this next one. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 again. 10 is our denominator. We have 2 white. So that is 2 out of 10 are white. And we would have then 8 out of 10 are red. What if I would take these away? What would our denominator change to be? If I would actually take the blocks away, our denominator would change to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our denominator would change to 6. Okay? And we would have 2 out of 6 are white. All right, so that's an explanation of how we find the fractions inside of groups. I hope that was easy to understand, and now you should be able to do it at home.
All right, so Lukey, we're going to see how well you listened to Mr. Luke's lesson today, okay?
Who's Mr. Luke?
Your teacher. All right, so I'd like you to take out 4 green dominoes. And, oh, is that green?
2. If I mix them together, it will be green.
Maybe not.
How about I mix these together?
Okay, that would be green, but I don't think you could.
They don't mix.
No. So 4 green and 3 yellow.
Are these green?
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, and then 3 yellow ones. All right, so we're not going to build anything today.
Yeah, we are.
We are?
See? Look.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Did I do it?
No, that's not what we're talking about today. All right, so with those dominoes, can you tell me what fraction of the dominoes are green?
Yeah, I can do that. So I have 1 fraction, 2 fractions, 3 fractions, 4 fractions. 4 fractions are green.
Okay, well, not quite. How about this? Let's figure out the denominator. Do you remember how to find the denominator?
Yes, I stack them all up and I make the tallest tower that I can, and that is the denominator.
Not quite. Do you want to try again? Or do you?
That's the denominator.
Okay, not quite. How about if you count them all together, that's how you find the denominator. So how many do you have?
6, 9, 15,
Ooh.
22, 84.
Is that how we count?
We do 1.
There you go. 2.
2. I knew it. 3, 4.
Good.
5. 6.
Very good.
7.
Very good. Okay, so the 7 would be the denominator. Is the denominator on top or the bottom?
The denominator is on the bottom.
Very good
I
job.
knew that,
Very
yep.
good. Okay, now, what if I want you to tell me how many green ones there are out of all of the dominoes?
Okay, I got 1 green one, 2 green ones, 3 green ones, 4 green ones.
Very good. So where would you put the 4?
I would put the 4 right here.
Yep. And do you remember what that's called?
4 over 7, or 4/7.
Very good. And then the 7 is the denominator. What's the 4?
The numerator.
Very good job. Awesome. Okay, let's try another one. So I want you to get out 3 blue cubes.
1, 2, 3.
Oop.
Is that right?
Do you want to pick, so they're all the same blue?
Oh, I like light blue.
Okay.
Oh, it's so pretty.
All right, and then I want you to pick out 5 white cubes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. Okay. So now, what would the denominator be of the fraction?
So the denominator is the bottom number. So
Very
I count
good.
them all up. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I think
16.
I think you may have counted them twice. Do you want to try again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Very good. Okay.
8.
Now, what about how many white ones are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
5 white ones.
Okay. So where would that be for the fraction?
85.
85. Are you sure?
Oh, that goes on the numerator. The numerator. The numerator.
Very good. So how many? What's the fraction of white cubes?
5/8
Very
of
good
the
job.
white cubes. Of the cubes are white.
Okay. What about if you wanted to make it blue? If you wanted to tell me how many blue ones there were?
Oh, I gotta erase this one, and I put 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 8 are white.
Very
are
good.
Blue.
Or blue. Very good. Okay. We'll do one more quick one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So can you get out over in the cube? There you go. Can you get out? Let's see, six of them. 6 counters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good. And I want you to do 3 red and 3 white.
Okay.
Okay. So can you find, or what would your fraction be for how many are red?
I have to make the numerator 1, 2, 3. The numerator is the top number, and the denominator I have to add them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 out of 6.
Very good. Okay. Now I have a quick question for you. So 3, 6, you're right. But if you look at the counters, what other fraction does 3, 6 equal?
Well, I can split them into 2 parts,
There you go.
and I can do 1 over 2.
Very good.
It's 1/2.
Good.
Half of mine are
White
red.
or
Do
red.
you want to see a trick?
Okay, sure.
I got a cool trick. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. 3, 2, one.
Oh no, we have to clean that up. All right, can you say bye, Lukey?
Bye.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Hey guys, well, let's finish it up now. I know Lukey could do them, so I imagine that they'll be quite easy for you because he's not so bright sometimes. So, our joke of the day is how do you teach math to a chicken? And you show them many examples. Okay? And that is actually our word of the day. Examples. You get it now? Thanks for watching and have a great day.